It's demo day today. This is a big day for you. You were saying you're so glad it's here. Tell us what this is, because this is really the next generation of corporate leaders here.
Yes, this is one of the most exciting days at Morgan Stanley because, as you point out, it is looking at the next generation of corporate leaders. And we've had 9 companies in our innovation lab for the last 6 months where we have given them cash, content, as well as connections to help scale their business. And what I'm most excited about, as we were talking about before this, is that it's really across all verticals. There's fintech, there's health tech, there's HR tech, there's even energy tech. And to see these companies coming to market, all of which are disruptive and all of which are using, tech-enabled strategies, it's pretty exciting for us because this is our pipeline of IPOs and M&A transactions we hope in the future.
Well, and let's talk about disruption in a slightly different way, which is it's not a bunch of companies, and I say this as a middle-aged white dude, run by middle-aged white dudes. You actually have some diversity.
Yes,
here.
There's a specific focus.
You're the only one who can say that.
Yes. there's a specific focus on entrepreneurs of color and women. And I'm proud to say of the 9 companies that we have, 8 of them have been founded by women and 7 of them have multicultural founders. And that exists no place else in the market. And today we'll actually have 16 companies that will demo because we're also showcasing terrific companies from our partners, which include Hearst Labs, PS27, and Newark Venture Partners. So it's going to be a very exciting day for the institutional investors, the regular way private equity and VC investors, family offices, and ultra high net worth individuals.
You mentioned energy tech. What is that?
Energy tech, for example, there's a company in our lab called COI Energy that actually helps utilities and corporations optimize their use of the grid. There's over $30 billion of waste that happens every year with respect to the use of the grid. And this company has a technology platform that will help these entities use the grid in a much more efficient way.
And fintech, healthcare tech, I feel like those themes are that's a new theme to me, or a newish theme that's going to be really disruptive. But healthcare tech and fintech, I feel like have been there. What's going to be new about these companies?
Yes, sure. I'll tell you. Within fintech, we have a company called Hatch, which will allow you to create an app without writing one line of code. Now, I don't know about you, Alex, but I can't write any code. So this actually democratizes the creation, if you think about it, the creation of apps. There's a company called My Lab Box, which will allow you in the privacy of your home to take a blood sample, and within 48 hours you get a return message, and you also get an opportunity to speak to a doctor through telemedicine. And these are things that are revolutionizing, if you will, those industries.
And how do you find these companies? What's the process? How do they get to you?
Yes, and I'll tell you that we have been a part of this ecosystem for 3 or 4 years, and I think now the emerging companies see Morgan Stanley as a place where they can come and get really high-value content, as well as exposure to our global network of not only investors, but also corporates that can also help them scale their business. So one of the ways that we do it is today, for example, we're going out with an invitation to apply, but we also are very involved in that ecosystem, so the companies actually will come to us. And I'll tell you something that I've learned: the messenger matters. So it does matter who's asking for the companies to come into their accelerator, and that's something that we've been able to do, and I'm very proud of our position in that ecosystem.
Quickly, what's the biggest worry that they have?
The biggest worry is what's the next round of financing going to look like? Yeah, it's money. It's access to capital, because the reason we started this, Alex, is that entrepreneurs of color and women are very disadvantaged in the marketplace with respect to having access to capital. And we intend to do something about that, because these are great commercial opportunities for investors and also for corporates.